Well, quite a session on the close. We closed in absolutely flat at that 14,700 plus levels, a gain of barely about 7 points on the Nifty Futures. But the day wasn't so. We trotted in and around about a 0.5% band from the highs to the lows of the day. Remember, we had 1 day's break yesterday and had to react to the global markets movement as well. So fairly volatile in the global markets as well. Most part of this week has been weak for global markets, while we've managed a show of resilience. That show of resilience clearly continued, though we didn't quite catch up with the global market movement overnight on account of that day's break coming in. For the global markets, of course, the big talking point is the inflation worries on one hand, and then, of course, you've got the jobs data with somewhat lifted sentiment. So there we were, just dragged our feet around the 14,700 level. The breadth, though, of the market today caved in, and you had a good 123 F&O names standing to the declines in today's trading session. What weighed heavy on the markets? It continues to be metals, the globally linked sector, also the kind of steep price appreciation that you've already seen. It's almost been a one-way move up for metals all throughout the last 1 year. So today as well, much like the case on Wednesday, you had metals take a beating. So everything from an NMDC, which lost about 9%, to a Jindal Steel, which was down about 8.1%, Tata Steel, Hindalco, even after Novelis's good performance, these were a couple of laggards. On the flip side, it was really a combination of chemicals. It was FMCG, and it was the paints sector, which held out very smartly. Asian Paints came out with its earnings, and that's something that the street really liked. Closed in at the highs of the day, almost a 9% surge coming in for Asian Paints. That rubbed off on other listed entities like a Berger as well, which was a gainer in today's trading session. Add to that, UPL again gapped up after its stellar numbers. Managed to close around an 8% gain, and that also rubbed off on some of the other chemical majors too. Interestingly, FMCG was the one space which actually bounced back. So ITC held out by about 5%, Nestle had a print of about a 3.5% gain, and Britannia as well gained in today's trading session. What metals couldn't do, you got some support coming in from the big boy Reliance Industries. That held out in excess of 1% at today's trading session and managed to cushion the index as well a little bit. Some of the other losers included the likes of an Apollo Tyres, which was down about 6%. You also had DLF, shave off about 6%, and GAIL, which was the other big loser in today's trading session, along with the Granules, Adani Enterprises, Apollo Tyres, which were all laggards in today's trade. When you talk about gainers, interestingly, some of the other consumption names like a United Spirits as well held out. That gained by about almost 1%, although the day was quite choppy for it. And you also had Bata hold out in today's session.